Hi, I'm Phil from Driftworks, this is Jay, and despite the two blue cars in the background, today we're on V10 M3 stuff again.
V10 business.
So yeah, AC Schnitzer Type 2. Back from powder coat. Big thanks to Ibra for getting those done. We'll show you them in more detail in a second. First of all, we're going to take you back to, I think it was like very early June.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, where Jay had the pleasure of disassembling them. So that first, then we'll come on to reassembling the wheels. Again with the short straw.
It's just got to take 3-piece wheels apart.
Yeah.
Four.
Well, especially 3-piece wheels that I think were probably put together maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're pretty 90s, aren't they, I guess?
No, they're looking pretty decent though. The condition's really good. Basically, today is take the centres out of this. By the way, I'm not being a lazy bastard. I am doing Porsche brakes. But you know, obviously I need to give Jay the shit jobs. But yeah, we can take the centres out of these because I do have the part of the Felgenfuchs delivery.
You sure that's how you pronounce it?
Felgenfuchs. Well, how do you reckon you say it?
I've got no idea. I'm going to try it. Don't speak German. Got an F in that.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, bad show, man.
I think I spoke more English than German in the exam.
So yeah, we've got the back, the new outer lips for the backs. We've got both front and rear inner barrels. We're still waiting on the front outer lips, but they're Radinox and take a while to manufacture, so those are on the way. But the issue is that first of all we need to get the centres out and get them over to Martin, our machinist, to, I believe it's take a little bit off this here.
It's just radius edge, I think.
Yeah.
So it can slot into the new.
Yeah, because the new lips have a slightly different ID, I'm guessing, on the actual mounting face. So yeah, there's only a few bolts, and they're probably only slightly seized.
I can always set them on fire.
Enjoy.
I will. This is it then. Time to split these things. I guess there's only one way to do it, and that is undo the 100 or so bolts and try and cut the sealant off. So really looking forward to it. And to the man who's always in the comments saying get a bench, welcome to my bench. That's all the nuts and bolts out of the first one. I say all the nuts and bolts. All I've got left to do is remove the, is it 5 studs that go through to hold the, yeah, one on each spoke. So 5 bolts that go through from the back which hold the face in, which might mean it's my lucky day and I can just undo those. The face will pop out forwards and I don't have to cut the 100-year-old sealant out. That would be fantastic. Let's see what happens. Sometimes the world gives you little favours. Oh, today is one of those. So yeah, it doesn't look like I'm cutting 100-year-old sealant out just to remove the centres, and I think anyway that all that's going away to be replaced with new stuff, or I hope that's the case anyway. I guess I'll find out. But one down, 3 more to go. that's it then, fourth one done. Time to get these off to Martin, I guess.
Nice work, bro.
No problem.
How tedious was that?
It was alright, you know, because I didn't have to cut the old sealant off, as you probably saw in the footage.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh well, no, these push out forwards and the rest is all still together, so it could have been a lot worse.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. So let's look at why we've got to send them to machining. Plonk that in there. Well, gently.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, because it doesn't go. The Radinox lips, they basically need, I can't remember whether there's an actual measurement, but they need some of the total diameter taking off to be able to fit inside.
Yeah, I guess it's considered front mount centre, aren't they, rather than a centre mount?
Yeah. But we've just checked that they fit from the back, don't they? It actually fits in quite nicely.
Diameter's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, take that, magic lip. Yeah, fit nicely that way around, that's the proper size. So.
Yeah, so you can see, we just basically need to ask Martin to reduce this total width there, and they should slot in nicely. But yeah, I guess we'll just get those packaged up and sent off to him today and see how quickly he can turn them around.
Can't wait to put them back together.
Yeah. Well, also because I'm going to be like really over the top with making sure that they're true as well, so we're going to get the dial gauge on them.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you join us back, present day, lovely.
August, is it still August?
It's August,
August.
Yeah. It's a lovely Monday morning, and got a real pleasant job for Jay to do, and a bit of me as well. We're going to reassemble these wheels now. I got the cleaner of the two jobs. I'm going to seal these up with the Carbon Collective Platinum wheels. I'm going to seal the parts up before assembly. And Jay drew the short straw. He's cleaning up the back surface, the mating surface of the centres there, just using a Scotch. Is it a Scotch thing?
I think it's a Scotch thing.
Yeah.
Foam.
Yeah, it's kind of not too abrasive, just takes the powder coat, any little bits of powder coat that are left on that mating surface.
And it'll take off that lip as well there, just to make sure it goes in square.
And any sticky on the face as well, on the mounting face. But just if we didn't do this, there's potential that just even the thickness of the powder coat could send the wheels to be a little bit wobbly.
I guess we're going to do the hook face.
Yeah, clean that up nicely as well.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody needs wobbly wheels.
No.
So as is typical, it's now the afternoon.
Of course it is. Why would it not be?
And we've not filmed anything to show you in time lapse, so unfortunately I can't put any drum and bass on this one. Maybe in a bit.
I've got plenty more to do if you want to.
But no, the whole point is I'm supposed to do like time lapse video of us doing stuff, and then we can put drum and bass behind it.
Okay.
So my quick, let's just put some platinum wheels ceramic coating onto stuff. Turned into...
Let's quickly just machine polish everything because it's not shiny enough.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Basically, I put some ceramic coating on the lips, polished it all off as you're supposed to, and it was just showing...
It's hazy.
Hazy, is that what we'll call it? Yeah. It had lines in it, didn't it? Like,
I mean, I don't know if it'll focus.
Well, kind of, if you look at the outside of this, it wasn't like this, it's not like that. But it's like a polished version of that where you could see rings.
Well, you can sort of, if you focus on that.
Yeah, this one hasn't been done yet, so if you get the right angle. Anyway.
Whatever.
Being picky, we've got the opportunity to sort it whilst they're off, because once they're assembled it's much more difficult to do. So yeah, Jay's machine polishing these just a little bit. Are you using G3 now?
G3 and then the metal polisher.
Yeah, so a bit of G3 to do the hardcore bit, and then we've actually got some really good Carbon Collective luster metal polish, which I've used a few times on things like the AC Schnitzer exhaust from the V10 that ended up on the CSL. Works really well. So yeah, just you've done the fronts, so I'm going to seal those up with the ceramic coating now. I'm going to try and get on with roughly assembling the front wheels whilst you finish up polishing that.
Okay.
Hooray! So here's the method.
Here's our professional setup.
Yeah. Don't look too closely. We've just got the polisher in the vise. But it works. You know, things like this work really well. As long as it doesn't fly out and hit in the face.
It hasn't yet.
Yeah, you got a nice cable tie around there as well. That's nice to see.
There's a camera now. I better put the goggles on.
What's the worst that could happen?
Grit in the eye. Been here a while.
Yeah, that's the problem with this Radinox stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I say, I managed to drive down the curb with my old set of Radinox lips and just wiped it off, so you can imagine how hard it is when you're trying to polish out like little imperfections as Jay is now. So that is going to take a while. See what we're using for polishing rags. Awesome Fest 2011.
Oh, they've been here a while, haven't they?
You don't even know, man.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I remember buying a load of t-shirts at the very last minute that were very basic. Yeah. And now we use them as rags. So those are all sealed. Barrels are all sealed. Centres are all sealed. Jay's just working on the rear lips, and you've got one more to do, haven't you?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just sort of roughly assembling a front wheel. I think that's going to look quite nice. I don't know whether I've shown you the back in detail. Let's just see whether I can do this with one hand. So you can see here, it's quite a nice machine finish on these. I'm guessing that's just to get it absolutely perfect and fully true and round. And then these just sit. See if I can line it up. Grab that, Jay. There you go. Give me a cameraman for a second.
No problem. That's what you get if you buy German bits.
Proper engineering.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait and see until we've actually sent a couple of bolts through. Because there is also the small matter of us having powder coated these after having the machine down to size to fit. So that looks like it's not quite sitting flush to me.
Whack it.
Give it a whack.
Yeah.
With a hammer.
Yeah. Whiskey. Right then, so as you can see, the hammer is here now.
I'm knit it.
I haven't it here, I promise.
And now we've got a longer bolt.
A longer, not titanium bolt. That's going.
It's going, yeah. So just try and get it even, basically. I'm sure you're probably not supposed to do this from this side, are you? You're supposed to turn it from the back. It's probably going to crack the powder coat, isn't it?
It's not ideal. But,
you know that everybody's going to tell us we're doing it wrong, whatever we do anyway.
Oh yeah,
so.
it doesn't matter on YouTube, does it? It doesn't really matter what you do.
Well, yeah, not professionals. That's wonked, that is. That's like the centre's not in the correct place.
Okay then, round two.
We learnt something.
We did.
You were probably about to tell us internet, weren't you?
Yeah, but we figured it out.
Yeah, so turns out you need to align it with these 5 bolts that go through the spokes, the 8mm heads, and that helps you like centre, get this absolutely central, because we just did it before using these, and it was clocked like, I don't know, half a degree out, so we couldn't get these in. So this is also tight as F.
That's quite shiny, isn't it?
Yeah, and those holes look very nice and central. Don't watch this, Jay.
Don't watch what? The fact that
Me putting it straight on the freshly painted face.
Yeah, could have taped that.
Yeah.
Back looks a bit out.
That looks probably tonight.
Yeah. Front looks good.
It's only slightly, it is doing it. So, another day.
Tuesday morning.
We're so good at this.
Yeah. I mean, we could have just put them together, to be fair.
Yeah,
we
but
wanted them nicely put together.
Yeah, and obviously the first one that we do, everything's an experiment, because it was, must have been like 8 years ago I put them together the first time. Maybe more than that.
I mean, when did you get it? 2010, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know.
So yeah, refreshing the memory and yeah, working out how we can get them perfect basically. So they're just loosely assembled with the 5 bolts that go into the back of the spokes there. And what we're doing is putting them on our balancer, and we've just very crudely set up a steel bar across there, and that's kind of, let's put that there, shall we?
Is that the perfect?
That's perfect
grip,
now, yeah. so we can have a proper look at this dial gauge, because we checked all of them, and it seems like the front to the centre is absolutely perfect because it's a real like interference fit. The back barrel does have a tiny bit of wiggle room though, so we need to be able to basically get that perfect, or as close to perfect as possible, because this is not perfect. So just to demonstrate,
Perfect enough.
yeah. So all this does is allows us to show the high point and then give it a whack, hopefully. And then I don't know what my tolerance setting is. What do you reckon?
Well, more importantly, are you meant to be hammering on the bit that balances wheels? But you know, I guess we're going to.
I think I've done it before, so you know.
Okay.
Strong machine.
Tolerance is it looks straight by your eye.
Yeah, yeah, and ignore the dial gauge once it looks straight by your eye.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm just kind of starting with the valve hole as a start point, and then that's kind of looking like lowest point, and then
Lower now.
slightly lower, yeah, and then the highest point is basically there. So what I'm going to quickly do, just mark that.
I wonder how hard you have to hit it.
I mean,
I'll give it a little hit first.
that worked.
Cool.
So let's see how far out that is now. So was the high point. Oh, it kind of looks like it's maybe gone back a little bit that way, but that is still the high point. So give it another whack. Same place. Same again.
It's only going to go so far though before it reaches the limit of
so that's like 20. So a few whacks later.
And tightens.
Oh yeah, we've done some. So basically, what we've kind of done is got it roughly right, and then once we're happy that what was the highest position is kind of almost as far down as it can go, we've actually nipped the bolt up in the back of the spoke, and then we've moved on to the next areas, and we've moved around and torqued up these 5 bolts that go through the back of the spokes. Basically, we're looking at 12, 14, 16. Oh, and it went down a bit actually, so let's reset that. So at its worst, it's
16 of a mil, is it?
0.18
Right.
of a mil, which I'm pretty happy with.
Doesn't sound like much.
No.
So,
and then obviously we'll just visually double check it.
yeah, I guess we move
We can
this
just-
out of the way.
We
And then
might be able to make that work.
I don't think it'll come
no.
down enough, will it? And we can spin it by hand. So.
All looks tight to me. Looks really good. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll simply just put the other bolts in. I guess we're going to go for it, thread lock them this time. And
Yeah. We need to put them in, sort of do them one at a time, one in each section, and then
okay. I'll get on with
keep
that
doing
then.
them like that. And I'll put the next wheel on and be obsessive about it whilst you do that.
No problem.
Got a problem, Jay? I got this one better. So I shouldn't try doing that one again.
No, it's about halfway full.
I won't be that annoying now. We got this one to about 0.09 of a mil. So that's pretty nice.
I'm sure you'll notice the difference.
Yeah, definitely. I'm scared even moving them, but you know, what we're gonna do, just not measure them afterwards.
I think that's the answer. Put the tyres on quick.
Yeah, building wheels, pretty tedious.
Yeah.
What thread lock are you using?
Blue.
Blue.
The one that we've got.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, that's all nice and perfectly round. So now it's time to mess up the ceiling. It's been a while since I've done this. This is one of them things where I probably should have filmed the fourth one I did. Yeah.
Have you licked your finger?
I haven't licked my finger, but I've got some water here ready. Yeah, maybe I should have filmed the fourth one. It's not too bad, but yeah. Done. Well, pretty much done. The sealant's just drying. But yeah, those are the rears. Done the fronts as well. They all dialed up lovely. Once Jay had finished putting all the bolts and nuts and thread lock in there.
And torque them all.
Yep. And I've got myself some massive non-ugly tyres, because part of the issue, well, big part of the issue, yeah, was
the great tyre dilemma.
Yeah, basically the tyres that are on there, which are 285 something or other. I think they're Pilot Sport 3s. They ugly. They've got an absolutely huge rim protector on them. They look really horrible. So especially when you've got a tiny amount of stretch, because the rim protector makes it look like you've got even more stretch. So I've got some nice Cup 2 Connects, new one for me, Connect. And what that means is that you get this weird little nodule, there you go, nodule. And that basically allows you to put a sensor in it that can then talk to your mobile phone. What sort of magic is that?
Yeah, sure, I guess. You used to just feel a wobble and stop.
Yeah, and then your tyre fell off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got to wait for the sealant to dry and then put the tyres on and get him over to Gaz's and allow him to finish up the arches, basically. So yeah, that'll do for now. Probably do another video of that once we get him to Gaz's, but thanks for watching. See you next time.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.